Here we go.
Woo!
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of King's Court. Late edition, apparently. But we're happy to be here again. Happy to have another edition here at King's Court with y'all.
Right.
Introduce myself. My name is Trev Elder Cannabis. Here to give you guys a night of entertainment with my two co-hosts. Introduce yourself, fellas.
I go by the name of Big Willie Skandalz, and you can find me every single Friday night on Twitch, kicking it live with Willie. If you have music, send the motherfuckers to me.
Ras, Cottreezy, you know what it is, man. Big salute to everybody. And yeah, no long talking on this side. Let's get to it. King's Court, you already know.
You know.
Look at Mr. Bong head over there.
Dude, I had to get one in, man.
Yeah,
I was trying to get it all together, and I put all this weed out in front of me. I've got concentrates tonight to review for Healing House. I got fucking
I do too.
the last fat ass doob of fucking gas I'm gonna smoke. I busted out the nice dab rig to bring out for tonight, but I hadn't got high yet, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm ripping one."
That's that banana hammock. That shit.
No, listen. We got a surprise later.
I got that hammock all up in this one right here, and it's
shout out to
in my mind.
Listen, big shout out to Healing House because I got the angel cookies.
That's what I got, homie.
Snake. Listen, I got a snake wrapped up in this big boy. I saw another snake. You know what I mean? I got some other flavors too. I got the animal gas over here too.
Let me do this right real quick. Let's give a big shout out to our boys over at Healing House.
Can I get a H?
Shout out.
H? Can I get an E? E.
Just a quick disclaimer. The opinions and views expressed here on King's Court do not necessarily reflect those of Healing House, the Elders Greenhouse Network, or any other affiliates there too. All the opinions and views that you hear expressed on King's Court are strictly those of the King's guests, and those that are non-affiliated. So now we can say whatever the fuck we want, fellas.
I kind of do anyways.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you're Big Willie Skandalz, like you'd have some kind of filter or some shit. Give me a break. We've all been around for the Willie bomb. We know what that's all about.
Oh, yes.
I love it. Somebody else said it.
Before we really, truly get into this, can I remind all our viewers that you need to refresh the page. You need to follow the link that StreamYard has given you. This way we can see your comments. Because right now, someone says Facebook user, and I don't know who you are. And they're saying the Kings. So until we can see who you are, we can't reply who the fuck you are. So
that's Josiah Brown. Josiah, come on, man. Follow the link. You know better, bro.
Oh, Caesar, you're smarter than that.
And I love it. I got to say, to our shout out to Cynthia Arsenault, because she knows Angel Cookies is a code name. The original strain, the name of this strain was something that the retail market didn't want to embrace. It didn't sound too good on the shelves, so it was renamed to something a little more appropriate. This started out as Stripper Spit.
Okay.
So it was renamed to Angel Cookies to make it a little more retail applicable. So we didn't have
better.
Oh, dude, I'm a big fan of the Stripper Spit. It's one of my favorite strains of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to say, she's pointing that out. That's amazing. So, yo, what have you been up to this week, Cottreezy? What's new? What's in the house?
Oh, man, salute to everybody. First of all, just checking in. I had a few lives in with my man, Grind Grow. We talked about just mental health in men, and also just like black men and representation in cannabis, and how we need to rise up and be that example for everybody. So we had a big one just earlier, even before this show. So I've been busy. Again, had to had that release last week with All Praises with JOC. That shit's going on fire. And we got some other things moving. Appreciate that. And big shout out to also the we have a big fan in Khadijah Thornhill. I have been asked to also be, one of the main ambassadors and admin for the Afro Bud Brothers, which is, the side of the Afro Bud Sisters, you know what I mean? So we're gonna look out for that. That just happened relatively very quickly. So those things.
Shout out to the Afro Bud Sisters, man.
Yeah,
all of them came out to see me at Healing House a couple days ago. They paid us a visit. And we had a great time. We took them in and toured the store with them. They took some pictures and stuff, and we had a great time. I love seeing those guys. So big shout out to them, and I'm so happy to hear that you're joining their crew, man. That
Absolutely,
makes me really happy, bro.
Again,
really happy.
All day, that's family. That's 100% family. So yeah, and that's really it, man. I'm just working hard, and also y'all know what it is. It's almost June, so currently, the team here, me and the fam, we are popping some seeds. We got Pablo Escobar, we got Mazar.
Still waiting for those motherfuckers.
We got a couple of things moving. I forgot our other flavors we had. Man, we got so many, but yeah, we got a couple of things moving. So, right.
Hold on one sec. Mom, first time my mom has ever been watching our King's Court.
What up, Mama Elder?
Hi, Mom. Hello.
Mama, you got to back out of the live feed, and then right above where it has us live, there's a little StreamYard link there. You got to back out, Mom. Click on that link, and it'll bring you back in so we can see your comments. I just happen to know it's you. Sorry, King. I didn't mean to interrupt you, bro. Go on.
No. For Mom, you got to interrupt. I will shut the hell up for Mom. Absolutely. Respect due.
Yeah.
But, yeah, everything's moving really well. Again, it's Thursday, and this weekend's going to be good. Stay tuned for tomorrow night, and stay tuned for some more things coming, man. More music dropping very fucking soon. Seriously.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I'd like to hear that.
Appreciate that. So, Willie, what you got going on, sir?
Oh, man, the weather's getting nicer. Restrictions are being lessened around here. So you know what that means for me as an event MC? It means I'm reaching the stage real fucking soon. And boy, am I happy about that. I mean, I love doing these shows, these podcasts, and all this Twitch and all of that. It's fun, right? But it's not where my heart truly is at. I need to be on the stage in front of a live audience. I need to make you motherfuckers scream and holler. So June so far has 2 bookings that I'm looking at, and I have a itch that I got to scratch for July. So we're aiming to have quite a few events, and all the people that backed out during the pandemic that were forced to back out, well, guess what? Who's knocking at your fucking door tomorrow morning? I'm going to start hitting everybody back up. It's time to get this tour back on the road. Willie works wonders worldwide. Let's fucking do it. But also I have a new song coming out with Violent Ground called Pride on My Sleeve. So you should be looking out for that one. It's pretty violent if you understand how I'm thinking lately. It's time to get out there again. It's time to make a splash and leave a wave ripple effect across the world. So let's try to do our best. If there's any promoters out there, anybody out there that has any connections that needs voiceover work, anything that Willie can do for you, hit me up, man. It's time. Let's go.
Let's do some work.
Put the work in. Let's get it.
That's it. I gotta say, man, Willie, you nailed it. Talking about restrictions lifting, man. So most of you know that I am like very, very avid golfer. I love to get out and I golf. And this whole restriction shit never made any sense of why I couldn't go golfing by myself. So I got my first 9 holes in today. I went golfing with world-renowned chef, master chef star Danny Raposo. Big shout out to Danny. We had a great time, man, shooting 9 holes together. We took advantage of too. Yeah, Danny shoot a damn good game of golf, man. Let me tell you.
He's a good dude. Shout out to Danny.
Man, I fucking suck at golf. I can't wait to play with you guys, though, man. Like, seriously, to get out on the course just for you guys, hit the green while hitting green,
Yeah, you should have seen it.
You're gonna try. I suck at the game, so you're gonna try.
I'm going to roll my weed up. I'm in the golf cart with it and watch y'all. We playing DJ. Don't mind me. I'm over in the cut.
I'm gonna get us one of those pimped out golf carts, man, with the big old fucking speakers on it and shit.
Keep that.
We just be rolling. Will he be in the back? Light one up. Treesy's up in the front.
Yeah, so I'll sit down. I'll show you where the ball's at and all that.
Right. Other than that, man, I've been putting some miles on the bike, man, getting a little more acquainted with a lot of new equipment. A lot of new equipment at Healing House. So we're gonna we're gonna be doing some release of a lot more medicinal information and R&D over the next couple months. So pay attention to that. Big shout out to Healing House for making this all happen.
Word up.
Can't wait to take our medicinal education to the next level. And these guys are going to open so many doors and to be able to help so many different people on new levels. So watch for all that stuff coming, man. Healing House has got some real good shit in the works. It's really going to change the face on how we do with medicinal. So, yeah.
I like this comment. I think it's a challenge now, boys. I think it's on.
What do you say?
I think we got to take on the Mohawk Bud Talk, man.
Kings versus Mohawk Bud Talk. What is that? That's their show, eh? That's their show.
That's their show. That's our boy Andrew. He's on next week, right? By the way.
Yeah, I know. Big shout out to Andrew for the gear and everything. Man. I'm wearing my Healing House. Yeah, you tell it, man.
Any place, bro.
Kings will host you. Kings will host you on a 9-hole to 18-hole.
Whatever.
I'll try, man. I'm not great, so it's gonna be
I don't care what anybody says. Willie's talking shit. Willie's gonna come out here like fucking Arnold Palmer and fucking be hitting hole in ones
and just off pride alone, you give me a week, I'll learn.
You know what? I'm more
Mom. I'm pride alone.
I'm more like the Nota Begay meets John Daly when it comes to golf. I drink more than I play.
Oh man. Yeah, I smoke. I can't drink and play, man. By like hole 5, I'm just like I'm all sweaty and gross, and it's like, man, I ain't even trying to play golf anymore. just trying to stay cool and shit.
It's kind of like tradition out here, man. It's like we have this thing where we go bullhead fishing, but it's not called bullhead fishing here. It's called bullhead drinking, because ain't nobody catching fish. So when you play golf, you got to be able to play good on the links, but you also got to be able to drink.
Really?
So,
be catching a buzz. That's all you.
Maybe that's why I suck.
I love it, man. That's hilarious. So, anyways, who's our guest this week, man? Where's our guest hitting at, man? When we bringing this guy in?
Well, we could bring him in as soon as he reaches the link. He didn't reach the link yet, but when I see him pop in here, then we'll have him. But this week we have another king.
Mm-hmm.
We have another king coming from the Ottawa area. We have King Canada, also known as KC in the hip hop scene.
Nice.
Dude has been putting in massive amounts of work with this group called Bridge the Bars. Or sorry, not Bridge the Bars. Bring the Bars. There's so many acronyms right now, man. It's Bring the Bars, and I met him through this group, and since then I've been seeing the amount of work that these guys put in. They built quite the unit. They got this nice support system, and it's very impressive. So impressive to the point that I figured he would be entertainment enough for the Kings to come in here to entertain with the rest of the fucking Kings. So seeing that his name was King Canada, it only made sense, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill is all I'm saying. Sitting at a table full of kings. I'm saying. Love it, man.
Everybody's a king in the own empire, man.
That's it, man. That's right. Everybody's a king, man.
Absolutely. But I'm good. I'm looking forward to it. I definitely was new to him, but I definitely was able to smoke one, maybe two, to his music. You know how I do. And I can't wait to bring him on, man. It's exciting. Another guest with a great diversity in their music, and, different, but something to listen to. Saying and having a message what they're saying. I like that. You know,
that's
I
right.
like that.
That's right.
Not talking bullshit. You know, that's something to say. So I like that.
So I want you guys to know, man, I've been playing like certain songs in my helmet when I'm riding to and from work. And I'm practicing my bars, yo. Trying to get it down, man.
Man, don't freestyle. They're freestyle right now.
You better.
I ain't even freestyling yet, man. I'm telling you, I'm ripping bars from other songs to try and get it down.
Did you receive the beats? Did you receive the beats from Caesar as well?
Oh yeah, I got beats from C's. Big shout out to Big C's, man. This dude is one of the coolest guys. If you're not following this guy, he did one of the coolest things. He did 30 whatever it was in 30 days, 30 bars in 30 days. 30 verses in 30 days. Man, he's sending them to me every day. And every day, man, I'm like riding to work and I get one from him at like 8:30 in the morning, 9 o'clock. And I'm like, I shut my fucking radio off and I turn it on. I get my headset out and I put it in so I can hear him real, not just through my speaker. Yo, man, this guy doesn't get near enough recognition as he deserves, man. This is one hell of a talented artist. He makes all his own beats. He's got some shit that I got to tell you, man, this guy's going to go some places to get some recognition for the work and for what he puts in, man. He's got some fucking talent as far as I'm concerned.
That's right. I'm
I'm
definitely there with you, man.
Got Big C's.
That's right.
Right, hold on. I'm cheating, you guys.
I know you cheating. I'm waiting on this. You know, I'm doing the proper king shit, and he's just hitting bombs. Like I'm sitting here with mine loaded up too, but it's okay. It's okay.
You know, I couldn't wait on angel cookies, man.
I know you could. I'm waiting on it. Shout out to I'm waiting on it. Like I'm waiting on also my stuff from First Stop too. I got a nice flavor for that, so we'll be patient.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, I want to send a massive shout out to our boy Andrew Brandt. Even though we're gonna be interviewing him tomorrow, I still want to give him a special shout out because I was over at the day job when my package came in, and I really wanted to save the shit for this show, but I just couldn't, man. The boys were around, and you know the excitement of receiving cool shit in front of your friends, man. It's just like, hey, check this out. I'm the cool guy now, you know, and everybody got a little something. So even the elders over at our fucking work left with some CBD gummies. So I try to take care of a little bit of everybody while I'm over there. And shout outs to Andrew for that one, man. Andrew Brandt hooked us up, and that was some good fucking shit, man. I really, truly enjoyed that s'mores chocolate bar. That shit was...
You know what? I'll eat that shit right now. Hey, Vanna, could you grab that chocolate bar out of the fridge?
A little s'mores.
It's on the top shelf. It's just like a 4-piece chocolate bar. It says s'mores on it. Because, yeah, I'm with Willie, man. Big shout out to Mr. Brandt. We're going to have you on the show next week so I can personally thank you. But, yeah, I got to tell you, no, not the mushroom bar. That's for me and fucking Cottreezy tomorrow night.
Oh, man. I just hooked up my good childhood friend with one of those the other day. So I'm hoping she's having a great time.
Oh, dude, I got these new bars that I got to check out. These Tickle Me bars. They're called Tickle Me. Ooh. So it's a new mushroom bar I'm checking out tomorrow night. So. But yeah, here we go. Choice edibles.
That sounds sick. Choice edibles. That's what it is. That's the one. Andrew's our dude.
Shout out to Andrew Brandt. Salute to him.
Our dude. We'll be talking with him next week, man.
Yeah,
so we got
that's what I said. I
got
a lot to say. I got a lot to say to Andrew. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
A lot to say to Andrew.
Plus, he's interviewed myself. So if you guys go look on the internet for the Mohawk, creditable Mohawk, you will find the interviews with Willie Skandalz and various other entertaining indigenous peoples.
Dude, did you send me milk chocolate or milk peppermint chocolate? Because if you did, you're the man.
Which one is? You got a different flavor? I got a one.
I got a CBD 1-to-1. It says milk chocolate on it, but it's got these little. It's got peppermint fucking design on the logo.
That's different from the one I got.
Dude, this is like milk chocolate with a hint of peppermint, like a peppermint arrow bar. Yo, this is delicious, dude. Big shout out. Thank you so much. I'm gonna eat this whole thing.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I thought the chocolate bar was great because I kept that one for myself and split it with somebody, and then the gummies we split one each amongst a couple of people that don't even consume THC at all, so they were fucking flying. So it was fun to watch some amateurs get down.
Oh man, that chocolate! Honestly, dude, I've had choice. I've had choice edibles in the past, but that chocolate bar right there, man, that's probably one of the best chocolate bars I've tasted. Next to True Dose, of course. But
of course,
big shout out. Man, that fucking thing is. I don't normally like infused chocolate, but that tastes really good with that hint, man. So yeah, here we have solid. What?
I'm the only one not repping right now, but at least I got the shatter inside my joint.
You repping.
Right, we're repping, bro. Here, we'll throw it across the screen.
We got King Canada backstage here. We're gonna jump him in here. I think I just seen him light up a joint, and he says he's not even a smoker. So let's check this out.
We'll come through.
All right, let's bring him in.
How you doing?
What's up, guys? What's up, man? How's it going?
How you doing? King Canada, King Canada, KC.
Yeah, in the house. What's up, King Canada?
Not much. I had to roll one up for this show, guys. I just had to do it.
Yeah, out of one here. Yo. It's 9:50. Let's get it.
Yeah, man.
All
for
right,
sure.
Get it.
So how's things going, man, with you, man? Did we win the game?
I have it on pause right now. We're hitting overtime. So I'm waiting and seeing. I have it on pause. I'm not looking at my phone or any of that shit. So I'll wait till after this to tune in.
Oh, that's going to be hard to do. I'm sure somebody in the chat's going to be like, guess what, boys? Yeah!
I got my Aubrey Hepburn fucking joint holder here.
There we go. I need to get one of those, man. I've been trying to. Man, we're going to get there. Don't worry.
Yeah, what you need to get to is one of these blunt ashtrays, bro.
Ooh.
What you got there? What?
No. You guys are flossing.
Yeah, that's what I need right there, bro.
I got you.
This used to be a Bob Marley ashtray that would light up with the Jamaican colors, but it's a little old now.
It's all good. It's still the spirit in there. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah. How you guys doing?
We're doing great, man. We're doing great. Thanks for coming on, obviously, man.
Oh,
King Canada. Gotta have a king on here, obviously, right? Shit.
Of course, man. My pleasure.
Start it off. What's up?
I'm gonna kick this all off. Then that's right. That's what we're gonna do right here, right now. So straight up, thank you very much for coming out here. We want to know what's popping with you. Welcome to King Kourt. All that good stuff that we normally do. I was talking with the guys earlier in the show. I don't know if you were tuned in. Obviously not. You're on the game, but we spoke about how I found you, and that was by finding the group Bring the Bars.
Yeah,
which I happened to stumble upon while I was promoting Kicking It Live with Willie. So for all the people out there that don't know what Bring the Bars is, tell us a little bit more about Bring the Bars. Sorry.
Bring the Bars is a group I started pretty much right when the pandemic hit and all the shit blew off and everything got closed down. And it was started off, I was trying to make a collaboration album with a bunch of artists. So I reached out to a whole bunch of people and realized how many people are actually for networking. So the whole point of Bring the Bars was to get all these underground independent artists together so we can all network together and rise up together. So, and it's also in part with the radio show I run called Bring the Bars Podcast, where I interview a guest every week. It goes on Freedom K Radio. And so if you network well and you're a big part of the group, you get put into a random draw for free radio play, all that stuff, never charge for it. And it's worked tremendously. I'm already working on the second collaboration album, looking at 20 plus artists on it.
Pause a second. You said you had Bring the Bars Radio. Was that before you did the group on Facebook? Like you already had
I got the radio show first, and it was through Freedom K Radio is the station I'm on. It's run out of the States, Atlanta. And I did, I don't know how I don't even really remember how we got in contact. They hit me up. I told them I was planning to do a podcast. They liked the idea. So I got put on there. And then creating this group, the radio gave me incentive to give the people to make them want to network and to participate in the group because you can get free radio play. So,
that's cool. That's amazing.
Yeah. It's all underground, independent, and so much talent out there that's just unseen, man, and it's crazy.
No, absolutely. What else, Willie? What you got?
Oh man, I was just looking for my notes and I already had lost them. Shish.
I got them.
I'm just looking around, man. I found what I was looking for.
Okay.
Obviously, I started this off. You guys seen the Toronto Maple Leafs mascot. You guys seen the little Stanley Cup that I got. We don't talk sports on the King's Court very often, so I figured, with having you here and you being such a sports fanatic, this week would be a great time to start talking sports on King's Court. So
I love it.
So what I wanted to ask you was, what is your personal favorite sports memory, or what is your favorite Toronto Maple Leafs memory?
They both tie in together, actually. When I was 13 years old, my dad brought me to my first Toronto-Ottawa game. He's a Sens fan, and he brought me into Ottawa. I went in with the Leafs jersey and watched that game, and we were down 4-0 in that game. We came back and won in overtime 5-4. And I had a bet with my dad on that night too, so I was more than happy because we chirp each other constantly. So it was a blast, man. That's definitely my biggest memory of anything to do with sports, and it's all Leaf related. I'm a huge Raptors fan, so them winning the NBA championship too as well was another huge one where can't say I remember it too well. I was a little loaded, but I remember it.
Treezy's down there having a fucking getting sick, dude.
I think I threw up twice.
when I said what's your favorite sports memory, I figured maybe you were a kid growing up before, a young kid playing sports maybe, and you had something that stuck for you forever. I can't never forget this moment of competition this one time. Do you have one of those of your own, or just that day is your memory?
That day is probably the most important one because it was the first one I ever saw live. But competition-wise, I did play hockey, and was first year I played with my crew. We lost every freaking game of that year. We didn't even come close to winning shit. And then the next year we went and won the whole thing. So that was just unbelievable how we changed in a matter of a year with just 2 more added players, and the whole team took off and we won it 2-3 years in a row. And this would have been 10, 11, 12 years old. I'm 30 now. So yeah, about those ages, right before the teenage years. And then when I hit a teenager, I stopped playing hockey and got more into, I was just smoking pot and chilling all the time in high school, man.
Well, yo, that's what's up. Very informative answers, and thank you very much for coming check us out here on King's Court. I'm gonna pass you over to Cottreezy, man.
Sounds good.
How you doing?
No.
Sorry. Oh, we lost Trevor, but he'll be back in a minute. So first of all, salute to you.
Thanks, man.
First, yeah, I mean, I love your music too. I got to smoke. Like I was telling you guys earlier, I smoked a couple blunts to it.
Oh, thanks, man. That means a lot.
Yeah, so to the music form, your direction. I remember one of your tracks, the last one you did. You're talking about this one, the one you released just in March of this year. And I think you were talking about more mental health.
Oh, lower my head.
Lower my head. Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, that's a main shout out right there to my boy Otis, who was featured on the track with me. We're doing an EP together, and that
was a sick
track.
That
track. He actually gave me the hook to that track, and that was just like it took off from there. So big shout out to Otis Isaacs all the way.
Otis,
so yes, that was a sick track. Tell me the motivation from that, because I think a lot of especially men, kings, especially people don't understand. We do suffer from depression and mental illness. So, I love when someone can speak on that. And, so tell me where that came from. From the heart.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a very emotional song because, I went through it in my early 20s and stuff, panic attacks, major depression day, and I wouldn't leave the house. My life felt like it was in shambles, and I found solace through music. And I always stuck with music. And, and then even after the years went on, I had a kid and I'm with my wife now and, got to get a job, provide 9 to 5 and this whole hustle and grind. And I kept trying with the music, but it wasn't going anywhere. So I just felt like every day was a struggle to try to just do something. And like how you feel those days where you just want to walk around with your head low and it seems like nothing looks up, but it does. You just got to keep going. It's so tough, but push through it and you'll make it through the other end, man. I'm unbelievably happy now where I'm at, and it's crazy looking back in my early 20s how crazy life seemed then. It never looked up, but it definitely does. You just push through it. And so that track's very important to me. Otis Isaacs is the one who did the hook on that. It's very important to him, and we just wanted to get that message out there. Like you said, it's talk about it, get it out to the people, and just know you're not alone in any of that. So yeah, that was an important track.
I loved it. I was bumping that probably on repeat for a few times because I love the message.
I appreciate that.
It's what I speak on too, right? So look up to yourself. Next question I got for you, King Canada. I always ask this for other artists, but it's always intriguing to know. What's the name? Where did it come from? Where did it stem from, or how you got it?
Actually, when I first started out, when I was rhyming, this would have been in my early teens, and I went a darker path. I kind of created a character, and it was called the One Man Enterprise. And it was very dark lyrics. It was towards psychopathic record vibes and very just murderous lyrics. And it wasn't me, but I was playing up this character. And then once I, branched out and got some experience in life and found love in kids, that persona didn't fit me anymore. So I changed it at that point to King Canada, but KC short. It'll always go by KC, but I love my country as well, so I'll always rep it. And so that's just how the King Canada. I had to change the name because my persona changed, and I wasn't that enterprise character anymore.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front to you, King. I love King Canada. Just because
I think it's funny because we all get so dark when we're young teens rapping. We all want to be this rugged rapper. And then we have a little life experiences and things change a little bit. And you're like, hey, hi, guys. My name is Willie.
I can't even listen to my old stuff, man. It makes me it's hard.
Yeah, King, like I was saying before, King Canada, because I'm from this like Casey. I kind of attested Casey and JoJo. Oh my life. So I love, and plus King Canada, I love it because, again, I think that
Sunshine Band,
especially you being a father and a husband, man, King Canada for sure. You are the king of of your household, so why not King Canada, right? Bang, or even just king. If you may not even have kids, king of your own, destiny or your world. You are the king. So. Big up yourself, man. Straight up, I like King Canada. I like that.
Yeah, man. For sure.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
No problem, man. Yeah, Elder. Pass to my man, Elder. See what you got.
Oh, what's up? What's up, man? Thanks again for joining us at King's Court.
Of course.
So of course I'm gonna ask the typical questions I like to ask guys. I like to get down to your inspirations and shit and where you want to go from here. So I know it's a general question and all, but if you could pick anybody, past, present, future, who you would just aspire to do any kind of work with, who would your top pick be of all time to get down and do real grimy work with,
Man, that's a tough one. I always consider him one of my favorites, and I always have him on the top, and I would love to do something that's Big L. He's up there for me, his wordplay, everything. When I first started listening to rap and somebody introduced me to Big L, I was blown away, and I was like, holy shit, this is what
something. Big L is better. Can I say Big L is supposed to be better than Jay-Z? This is amazing. Go ahead.
Big L is
the
top one, and he's incredible, man. So like he blew me away how he did it, and it's too bad his catalog was so short, but I would have loved to just do something with him or even just hear him in the booth in front of me. It would have fucking blew my mind.
Yeah, style. He had everything. He had everything.
Word.
Yeah.
He had the full package.
Yeah, he really did.
He had everything, yeah.
So out of all the work you've done, all the collabs and all the work you've done all over the time, and we all have one, it always sticks out. What is your most memorable moment? Whether it was a shitty moment, whether it was the highlight of your career so far, whatever it was, man. What when I ask that question, what's the first thing that pops into your mind as your most memory during your career?
Probably making my album Global Domination, the collaboration album. It just before that, like I wasn't pursuing it as hard. And then, like I said, like I've only really gained traction since the pandemic. So 2 years ago. And this is all done through just pushing it and promoting it. And that was the one that kicked it off, where I met all these incredible artists that are asking me to go there to do shows with them now. And then, like, it all changed with that Global Domination album. And it featured 14 different artists. And it also gave me that feeling other artists who I respect in this game are like respecting me back. And that's always the big thing for me, just wanting to be respected as an artist. And that played a huge part in that. And everything for what I'm doing now with this interview all changed because of that one album. So that's the big thing for me. That first Global Domination, and we're working on Global Domination too.
Can't wait.
All right, so now I'm going to ask you a cannabis question, even though you're not a big smoker.
I used to be. I was massive, man. I just take my little breaks here and there now.
All right, so with growers and genetics, constantly changing, we're seeing constant new strains, new names, fancy, crazy names that are out there. If you were going to create your own strain, what would you name it?
Oh, damn, man. That's a good one. My own strain. I don't know. King Bar? I don't know.
King Canada would kill King
I'm
Canada.
just
sticking with
King
Canada. I'm trying to
King
make
Canada Kush. That's got a ring, man.
King Canada Kush.
KC Kush.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all know they would go crazy over that.
KC Kush. Yeah, right there. KC Kush. I'm gonna talk
my
to
favorite
guys.
type of weed I've ever smoked, and always will be my favorite, is definitely OG Kush. So
there you go.
Like that would have been perfect to throw Kush on the end of that KC Kush.
Yo, we could do that, yo. We could do a cross strain of OG, just do something on there. Go King Canada. You know what that is, man.
Again, I appreciate you being here, but before my man does it, I would just like to do a disclaimer saying that the question and answer that you're about to hear here on King's Court does not necessarily reflect those of King's Court, my man Cottreezy, your man right here, Elder, and strictly reflects on the opinions of the man to my left.
This
I
dude
forgot to warn you about the Willy bomb.
This dude
all right, hit him with it, man.
I'm ready for it.
That, dude.
I'm excited, man.
I want to put the mute on because this motherfucker's.
All right, so
Treasy going backstage.
if you were on tour with your all-time favorite rapper and y'all are having a good time at the after party, then the hotel party, becoming what we in the industry like to call tour buddies.
Yeah.
When he or she turns to you and says, "Hey, would you and your wife want to have your way with me?" Are you sealing the deal? Or are you leaving the offer on the table?
I'm leaving that totally up to my wife if it's another girl on the other side. But a guy, that's definitely an off. But a female one, it's her decision, and I'll go by that.
Good answer. Straight up, like
Jesus Christ.
that's a good one, man. Because like sometimes I'm like, another bag of weed or the phone bill? And then she's like, the phone bill, you know. So it's always good to have a girl around to make the better choice, right? But what if said artist is like LL Cool J, man? And she's like, come on, Casey, do this for Canada.
I knew that song was too easy. I knew he was coming harder with something else.
No, that was good.
That's getting shut down pretty quick.
He had a good answer.
I'll
give him that. I'll give him that.
That was dope. I've never been asked that before, so.
Most people have never been asked any of the Willy bombs before they come crashing
Not
through
one
the fucking
person
door.
on Earth, not one person on Earth has ever been asked these questions.
Oh, fuck.
It's funny because I'll like randomly tune into Behind That Suit while he's interviewing people with Holden Stephen Roy there. He's randomly, and I'll be like, hey, Holden, can I drop a Willy bomb? He's like, do it. And so I'll just randomly.
He dropped a Willy bomb on my fucking interview.
He dropped a couple on mine, man.
Once you guys brought it up,
prepare
and it was
for
like
Willy
the
bomb.
disclaimer and everything. I'm like, oh, what the hell's coming?
Oh yeah.
Oh, because you never fucking know with Willie, man. We came up with this. Like Willie come off and asked some weird ass question one night.
He asked about fucking aliens.
Yeah, about if he would let an alien fucking.
We probably already done it, all of us.
And I was
Jesus
like,
Christ.
I'm like, this is gonna be a segment of the show, man. You get one chance to ask one crazy ass fucking question, and he just gets more creative every week. So, of the sake of our sponsors and our individual careers,
because this man plots
we
on it for
disclaim
7 years
that shit.
He is already thinking about the next Willy bomb. This like Hiroshima.
Andrew's gonna love this one.
Oh my God, Andrew, just know.
Andrew's watching the show too. Andrew, heads the fuck up.
Andrew,
be prepared for the Willy bomb.
Nothing.
It'll be coming, man. Okay. We don't know anything about what comes on, man. Willie just fucking drops it.
I don't know shit.
So we have a couple of questions from the audience, but the thing is they didn't refresh the page to find the actual link. So from
that's okay.
So from
Facebook to Joe Thomas Sr. I can see them
Thomas
on mine.
Sr. Oh, you can see it? Okay. Well,
yeah.
Facebook
Joe Thomas Sr. wants to know.
Sr.
Okay, there you go. Go ahead, Will.
What's the hardest thing about running Bring the Bars?
There you go. Ooh, good question.
Good question, man.
Oh man, just keeping it up. Like it's so much put into it with shows and awards and everything, and it's just keeping up to keep the morale going. Because it started off as like, and it's still going strong. But you see when it hits as lulls too. Everybody gets those points where it's just a lull week, and to just try to keep the motivation going. Constant shows, constant new ideas. That's definitely the hardest part, keeping the mind going nonstop of like, because we did the BTB awards and like,
that was great.
What do we go from there? Now we're doing a game show, a hip hop trivia game show. And we're just trying to branch out these new ideas and just keep giving the people something different and something fun, all based around what we love. And that's independent hip hop.
Right. But there you go. So if we have any other questions from the audience, now's the time to drop them in the comments. And then we're going to get to Elder. Elder, what's up?
I was just going to say, I don't think anybody really knows how much work gets put in. Everybody thinks it's just like an online show, so we just flip on a camera and stand here and do our thing. Guys, like people really don't have any idea what goes in behind the scenes, the work that goes in, the apps you got to learn how to run, your mic checks, your sound checks, all that shit. It's a lot of work that goes in. So when we see other guys like yourselves putting on these great shows and great performances, my hat's off to you guys, man, because, we do these shows, these talk shows and stuff, and it's enough work as it is, holding contests and online, games and all that shit. I do that on a couple other shows, and I know how much work that takes to put in. So I just want to say my appreciation to you for putting in that work and entertaining the people during this seriously tough times. It's nice to see some fresh material, and for guys putting in that kind of hard work, you deserve the recognition, so I just want to give that from me to you, a little recognition for all the hard work you've been putting in there.
Appreciate that, man. Really do. And appreciate you guys, because I see you guys doing it too. And like you said, the behind the scenes and even the months beforehand, like you guys booked me, it was about a month ago, the promoting beforehand that goes into trying to get the word, everything, man. And it's all done in house, and it's definitely, I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a fucking hustle, man. And to wear a couple of different hats in this industry while pushing your solo career or a show like this with a bunch of others, it's definitely it definitely shows, and other people start to fucking realize it and understand that it takes more than just one person or just one person with many hats. You know what I mean? A nice collective of people could bring you guys a long way. You know?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you reference shoes instead of hats, man? I got fucking 90 pairs of shoes. You know?
I'm a hat guy myself, so.
Me too.
I had one hat, man. I've had the same hat for 11 years, and it broke the other day. And I've been trying to find a new hat.
If you look at our logo, if you look at our logo in the corner of the screen, he's got the hat on in there too.
I know, man. I gotta go. You know what? My mom's gonna be here from BC. She's been in BC since September, so my mom's making it back to Ontario. I was talking to her today on the phone. I was telling her my dilemma with my hat, and you know, like all good moms, right? She first offers up 5 good solutions, and then finishes it with, "I'll be there in 4 days, son. Don't do anything foolish with the hat. I'll fix it." Right? So I'm hoping by the time we're back on King's Court next week, I've got my hat back on my head.
Tiger Woods hat on, it's all good.
It is my Tiger Woods hat. Both of these. This is like the new Tiger Woods hat. The old Tiger Woods hat was like a cloth woven material. They're calling this the new Tiger Woods hat, and I'll tell you what, man. If something ain't broken, don't fucking fix it, man.
No,
why do they gotta fuck with that hat, bro?
Yeah.
You know, you made a great hat. Why you gotta discontinue that shit?
Right.
Oh man, do we have any other questions for King Canada before we send him packing on his way?
I see Tiffany says collabs.
Big time. That's what it's all about now, especially in today's age. Collaborate away and get to all rise up together.
Hey man, you're a king. We're a king. We're all kings. You know, let's go forward being kings.
Yeah,
we absolutely do something for sure.
I agree.
You got some last words and maybe hit them off with your socials and all of that good stuff, you know?
Yeah, just join Bring the Bars on Facebook if you're an underground artist yourself, network, and it can lead to radio play, all these fun shows on the Bring the Bars channel on YouTube, interview shows, game shows, all underground hip hop. So if you love it, join Bring the Bars everywhere. And for my music, you can find it under King Canada, all one word, on Spotify and all major platforms. So
I love
there you have it. There you have it. King Canada, stop in with the Kings.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you so much for stopping in, King. We appreciate it.
I had a blast, guys. Thank you very much.
Anytime, man. Salute, man.
All right.
All right. Peace.
For sure.
All right. What a guy, man. He's a cool, chill guy, man.
Love it.
Yeah, you know what? I really enjoyed that interview, man. He's a really, really cool, chill guy for sure, bro. Really like that guy, man.
I'm glad he came through and smoked with us.
I'll have to write some bars for him so we can collab.
You say that all the time.
You know what? I'm gonna say it every time until me and Cottreezy or me and Willie are face to face. Yeah, and then I'm gonna be like,
I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen.
Give me those tips, give me those pointers, and then when I feel like I'm ready,
smoke, and we're gonna all be together. You go like, yo, watch this, and then you're gonna bust out like this 4-minute amazing freestyles, and that's it. And then then we
that'll be all I have.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we're gonna press
the one hit wonder.
And then we're gonna press record, and it's gonna be like, well, what the fuck do you mean start there? How's that? What the I don't get it.
Do it one more time.
All right, well, try one more time. All right, there's gonna be a 4-beat count, and then you kick it. You kick in. All right, you get it? All right, I got it.
Yo, if you watch
I missed it again.
If you watch my hold-in, if you watch my hold-in interview, you damn well know that I was in band camp for like 12 fucking years. So yo, I don't need no count in, bro. I got that shit part down, man. Yeah. I gotta figure out legit. You want to know what it is, man? I've been listening to like some heavy rap, some old school rap, some new rap, some mumble rap. I've been kicking Cottreezy and Willie on my fucking.
Just flow. Just go let them hear something real quick.
Yeah, and then it's like how y'all make some words rhyme is what I'm trying to figure out, man. And I'm like, I look at the lyrics written down and I'm like, how the fuck does that shit rhyme? And then I listen to you rhyme it and I'm like, motherfucker, do that, man.
The thing about it too is Willie will tell you we don't even know sometimes. It just comes out right.
Or you just rip 3 stacks, man, and that guy just makes up words to rhyme. Like if it doesn't rhyme, Andre just make a word up like out of nowhere.
I just got a lot to do with it.
I pride myself on my wordplay, so I know every word rhymes perfectly. Very rarely do I not rhyme perfectly.
What would you rhyme with Wolf? What would you rhyme with Wolf?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's certain words.
Perfectly?
Yeah, very rarely do I not rhyme the perfect word precisely. Like elder goes with welder, so I'm only going to use that probably once ever in my life. You know what I mean? Like, but if you listen close, there's a lot. There's, I'd say 99.8% of the time, it's a precise rhyme at where it's supposed to hit. You know what I mean? At the end bar, but is what I'm saying. You know?
I got you for sure.
But yeah, I mean, I don't care when I'm freestyling. House and mouth rhymes, but not in a song. I'm smarter than that.
So listen, before we get into what's bothering you, King, why don't we all light up something from the Healing House?
Ooh.
And give him a fat ass review on some of the talk they sent me.
Well, yeah, because I'll start that off because I've been smoking Healing House right now. So I'll give the first rating. I rolled a nice, beautiful snake of the Shatter Angel cookies mixed with the Angel gas.
I'm going to mute my mic while I heat my bowl so I can do a live review right with you guys.
All right. And then I'll do the review now. It was, first of all, slowed down the entire smoke process because it was nice and smooth. It was very clean. It wasn't very harsh also. Yep. And again, very, what I love is clean, smooth.
There it is.
And a very nice little, lower down. So big shout out to Angel House. Give it a nice 10 out of 10 of the Angel cookies for sure.
I got my final nugget of the animal guys right here. I saved it for tonight. I just remembered about that.
You got a lot there.
So I'm gonna bust that one right up, and we're gonna get into it.
Absolutely. Here, I'll show you. This nug.
Earlier in the week, I took the hive edibles there, man. Fuck. I didn't read the package before I did it.
I told you. All right, so I like my boy Ross.
So I ate the whole square. I don't know. I just ate the whole square, one whole square, and I was like flying for about 3 hours.
So as most of you know, I'm going to try to break the world record this weekend.
Holy shit.
I'm still going to go through with it, even though I've been advised by many medical people to not do it, as it is a heavy duty health risk. But, I'm a man of my word, so I'm going to attempt it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just waiting on my cool down time so I don't do it hot. But I'm going to do a fat ass dab of the Angel cookies, a.k.a. stripper spit, a.k.a. tiny dancer, a.k.a. some other shit I've heard it renamed.
I don't know, man. Stripper spit could be my spit too sometimes.
Oh.
So good, dangerously good. Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, you know what? We're direct to the wholesalers of Hive gummies. So if you guys are looking or interested in getting any, you can get them down at Healing House. But if Healing House is not in your area, feel free to reach out to one of us Kings. We'll be happy to point you in the right direction of where to get some Hive gummies.
Oh yeah.
All right, I think I'm about 10 seconds on this cooldown still.
Nah, the grape ones though, I recommend those grape ones for
Absolutely.
Sure.
While you do that, I'm gonna do me a nice. I got some different flavors for.
All right.
So I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah, because we're gonna do what's bothering you, King, and then we're gonna roll on into Cottreezy's blends of the week.
Right? Are we all rolled up and hit it ready? All the bongs and
almost
ready to be hitting. I'm fucking stoned, man.
Here we go. Here we go. This huge fucking dab.
Right. There you go. I hear the bongs going. I hear the rigs going. I'm trying to roll this shit. There we go. So, now that we're all geared up, who wants to kick this one off?
Oh, I'm going last today. I'm going last today.
Willie, you can kick it off.
I could kick it off.
Let me ask you. Hold on. Let me hold on to her.
Yeah,
let me ask you, King.
No, you got to do it like that.
Let me ask you. Barry White. Come on, Barry White. What's bothering you, King?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow, what's bothering me this week, King? Friends who can't recognize their full potential and choose to ignore advice or direction. Yeah, that's right. I'm going personal. I'm gonna try to blame this one on how I was brought up with a tough father, and he wasn't strict but rugged. So let's say that. So whether it was sports, arts, or activities that where excellence were rewarded, we weren't allowed to be second. So this is the kind of attitude I always had, growing up. So I try to show people options to further their hobbies into passion that could lead to profession. Sometimes I come off sounding like an asshole, but I guess that's just what rubbed off from my upbringing. The moral of the story is I just want to see my people benefit from the time they put into those possible career-changing hobbies. And that's a direct call out to quite a few real close buddies that are really, really dropping the ball. That's what's bothering me this week, King.
Love it.
All right.
Motherfucker. So
my boy Ross Cottreezy. What's bothering you, King? Besides my fake ass voice.
Yeah, exactly. You get real. All right. There is some arrests made. Was it yesterday or today? Of 10 and 11-year-olds protesting, oppressors taking their land. Let me tell you something what's bothering me. Society.
Oh yeah, big time.
And how we think that specific treaties and specific areas that are supposed to be specific for specific people are just, no, we're just going to take that. Now we're just going to do that. Now we're going to build through that. And when they stand up the right way, which is their 100% right, you then arrest even little kids. So what's bothering me is the fact that when will it all stop until we get seriously mad about this? Because it's almost like, do you want us to do something seriously bad? Are you testing the real people? Are you testing society? Are you testing, us as a whole? I guess you are.
Always.
So
it's always a test.
It almost drives me to the point of insanity seeing these things. So what's bothering me is the fact that I think when I say Rastafari, we say Babylon, which is kind of oppressor of mostly government. We know who they are. Mm-hmm. Your time is up. And even though you're going to do these things and we're going to be angry, we're going to be mad, we're going to laugh inside because we know your time is actually ending. The people are actually rising up. Awareness is there. You can't lie to us anymore. And then even on this platform, we're going to fucking make sure that when we educate and give people what they need to hear, we're going to do it the right way.
Right.
So that's what the fuck's bothering me here. So, Elder.
I wanted to ask a question. I wanted to interfere before we get into this. This animal gas, like, it's so potent that it itches my nose. Is this a normal feeling for people? Like, fuck, I end up sneezing and shit, and I'm like, I can't smoke that until later in the night. People are gonna think I'm crazy and sick and shit out in public. And
whenever I dab that shit, man, my nose runs. Like, you see some of the other shows where I do big monster.
I'm trying to fight back a whole bunch of sneezes right now, and I'm like,
Vin is always standing there right off stage with the fucking box of Kleenex. Because the second I do a big dab, man, my nose runs like I got bad allergies or, got off El Chapo fucking straight boat.
I usually say that's good weed that does that. Like, really potent stuff does that to me. So it's fucking good shit. This is not a knock on the strain at all. It's just usually really potent shit does that to me. And that's the vibe I get off of this stuff. You know what I mean? So Cottreezy, man, no, for real. Like, that's what's got to go down, man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, Elder, what's bothering you, King?
What's bothering me? What's bothering this king? I'll tell you, it's usually, you hear me say often at the end of every show, that a king only pays attention to the jester when he needs some kind of mild amusement. Now, I tell people this all the time, you know, in a metaphorically speaking way of don't pay attention to the bullshit that's beneath you or not within your 3-foot direct bubble. I've learned to really get by with this. It makes me a happier guy. But I recently went out with some friends who let me in on some insight of some things that are being said behind the king's back. Some people that I've helped out along the way, some people I've treated, some people that I've made sure were highly educated and continued to pass that along. And yet I hear in the background these crickets, these jesters chirping, dancing, telling little secrets and rumors. And you've got this king's attention now because right now you're just not a jester to me. So I'm just going to let you know that if you've got a problem with this king or his queen, feel free to ring me up on the phone. Feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. I deal with that direct. But spreading little childish rumors behind our back to try and soil our reputation is probably the worst thing that you could do. Because if you trigger me past what's bothering you, King, I promise you, I'll put my crown down for a few minutes and sink myself to your level. So what's bothering me is I would appreciate, and I think in this day and age, that grown-ass adults should be able to confront other grown-ass adults with their problems without having to run around like they're in a high school playground. Because God forbid you have to bring a king down to your level. It's never going to be a good thing. So think twice before you shoot your mouth off about anybody in life. Remember, if it's not directly your business, then it shouldn't be your business. And that's what's bothering me, King.
That's what's up. You should always be able to speak on your differences without conflict or anger. Handle it like adults.
Love it. So, I'm more excited about what my boy Cottreezy. You know, I look so forward to this every week because as a bud tender, you make me go to back to the store and look for any of the strains that you be talking about, man, because I know if you're smoking that shit, I want to try whatever it is you're smoking, right? So I even go as far to go, I find the wholesale buyers in our store and I'm like, yo, you ever heard of this? And they're like, no, why? And I'm like, you know my boy on the show, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, he was smoking this shit, man. Like, see if we can get some of this somewhere. Reach out to your wholesalers, see if we can get some of this shit. So
appreciate that.
I look forward to this a lot more than you probably think I do, brother.
I look forward to as well because I go back to the shop. I work with like 15 people that are power potheads out at my shop that I work at, and they're always like, "Your podcast has so many crazy little segments. I love that King Cottreezy's flavors of the week stuff." And I'm just like, we gotta spread this out a little bit more, man, because like this is a cool little segment, man, and it's taking over. It's taking over. What's bothering you, King? Push over. So, King Cottreezy, cool. What's the flavors of the week?
Big salute. One to Healing House again. I was loving that. I'm against. I still got a little bit left. I'm gonna enjoy that tonight. But also one big shout out to my people out here in Oneida. Big salute to First Stop Dispensary and the flavors this week. I'm loving this Critical Mass straight indica, and it's one of those indicas that's definitely fruity. Like it's just completely fruity. And what I just had earlier was the beautiful ice cream. The ice cream is just, nice. I mean, it's just that it's mostly vanilla, but it has that light, literally just, you're just literally thinking like you're tasting a nice, bite of ice cream, and it has that good flavor. And again, and big shout out to this. Is just no, they're just giving you some stuff, so you're shouting them out. No, let's get it real. First off, these flavors are serious. These are from craft growers, straight up. So these flavors are clean. When you burn it, it's white ash, and you barely cough. And you get to taste the good flavors. So those are my flavors of the week. Also, on the side, I just had tried some NY Diesel. That was very good. We just copped that today.
The real stinky stuff?
Oh, gassy. Very, very gassy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm going to Definitely. And then, like I said, next week, I already checked in this week. I stopped by there today. Got some great flavors next week. Just wait to see next week, man. Big shout out to First Stop. And also, again, big shout out to Healing House Medicinals. And the animal gas is great. That flour is delicious. So those are the flavors of the week, man. Salute to you. I think y'all checking in. Wait till next week. I'm going to have some real good flavors. For sure.
I had to get up, man. I got a cramp in my leg, dude. This I'm like, oh shit, my leg's gonna cramp up in the last 3 minutes of the show. Come on. Oh, I love that you bring those flavors, man. I love that you respect and give shout outs to where they're from, because you know, a lot of our viewers, you know, don't always have access to the same flour in the same place that we do. So it always makes me happy to know that we're letting people know where they can get good medicine, good medication. And you're right. It's not about them sending us free shit. It's about us being able to give, you know, our viewers a real review, you know, from the other side, not just the marketing side of things. You know, we get down and dirty with it. You know, we're raw and we're real here at King's Court. If they sent us something that was shit and we smoked it, no offense to the people that sent it, we're going to tell you it's shit.
I mean, like, that's real. I had people, there's people who are around the corner who might have a bigger spot and it's all this flash, but let's keep it 100% honest. This is something that I'm inhaling in my stomach, man.
Right.
My whole diaphragm, man. You better be clean, bro. If not doing that, that's it.
He's like, got too excited about the strains, Elder. Nah, it's because I switched to this new chair, and so like I had my foot up on another chair, and all of a sudden behind my left leg, it like started getting all elastic. I was like, oh shit, man, this got hurt in a minute.
You see that? Shout out to Healing House and First gave him a man cramps. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh,
bam! I hit that angel cookies and it made me stand up like, Jesus got me, Jesus!
Holy Spirit, these guys.
The holy angel cookies, strip and spit. It's got the soul.
I got you.
Uh-oh.
I love it.
I love it, man. So, you know what? My boys, you got anything else you want to wrap up before the end of the day? Kick these people off real nice, like.
Nah, man, that's really it. You know, we had a great show again. Thank you for everyone for, you know, obviously we had to push it a little 30 minutes later. So thank you for always holding tight with us, and big salute to our sponsors. And yeah, that's really it, man.
Yeah, I just want to say a big shout out to all of our sponsors and everybody that's reached out to us, people that are sending us packages to review. We appreciate all that support. You know, don't be shy. You're seeing us support a lot of local gear, like my boy here. I'll be wearing that next week when he's on the show.
Me too. I got that, man.
You know, big shout out to our sponsor, Healing. Wait, see if I can do this again. Big shout out to our sponsor, Healing House, for making that happen. Oh yeah. You know, for supplying us up and making sure that we're taken care of. You know, and don't forget to catch Willie Skandalz live tomorrow night, kicking it live with Willie. Followed by Cottreezy's Psilocybin. Friday nights, you might catch me joining him tomorrow night, jumping in with this new
come through, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Don't forget. I wanted to touch on a few things here that we forgot about this whole time.
What's that?
We need all the people in the house to continue inviting people. So when we get to member 1,000, we could have Cottreezy drop a live performance inside the group. That's right.
Oh, crazy.
Also, I wanted to touch on this one. After Cottreezy's Psilocybin show on Instagram on Friday nights, I'll be going live inside this group with Kicking It Live Backpack Pickers segment every Friday at 11 p.m. So we're going to keep it going. So if you come see my show on Twitch, and if you can't see it, well, then just come back at 11 inside the group and we'll get to it again. A little smaller version of it. It's just something I want to do. I want to keep the fucking party going here because, man, these restrictions are about to let go, and I want you guys ready to be shaking your ass. Be ready to shake your asses when we get back to getting you in them seats. So, and we got a few good things coming up, man. So after, finish them off. Let them know what you got.
Well, I want to make sure that you guys know you can still catch me live Saturday nights for Elders Smoke Shack. Saturday night, we kept it fucking off because I put on a wicked fireworks display for my neighborhood. Just happened to line up at the same time as the show. So if you missed it, don't worry. You'll catch me there live this Saturday night at 9:30. And of course, what was the last thing I was going to say? Man, Willie, you always cut me off, man. I got fucked up. Big shout out to everybody for your continued support here. Oh, yeah. And a little tease. You guys caught a few pictures of me a few weeks ago. I was wearing a purple sweater, had a white elephant on the front, made by St. T Apparel, St. Thomas Apparel. And then you caught me the other day. I was wearing a white one with a red elephant on it. We got a lot of feedback from a lot of our followers and a lot of our viewers that were interested on where they can get this gear. I'm happy and proud to give you a little insight that whole little idea of maybe doing a collab with some Kings and some St. T Apparel for a limited run might actually be happening. So watch the space, because if it happens the way we're hoping it's going to happen, it'll be a limited run and there will be limited things available. So check that out. I don't want to speak too quick, but there's been some whispers around St. T's and the Kings that there might be a collab here done soon where we might have some fresh new gear for you guys to check out. So slide on over to St. T Apparel. Check that shit out, St. Thomas Apparel. You can find them all over our page. You can find them on my personal page too. So huge shout out to everybody that made it down and continues to support us. Watch for the King's first edition of swag. Will be coming about very, very, very soon. So if you support us and you like what you see, please, please, please continue to support and wear our swag around, man. We'll be so happy with that. Yeah. And we'll leave you with the final thought. You know how we fucking roll. The only time a king pays any attention to the jester is when he only needs some kind of mild amusement.
Boom.
Take care.
Peace.